Today, we're going to talk about relocating to the Phoenix area, North Central Phoenix and Scottdale. My name is Monica Brito, if we haven't met before, and I'm a real estate and mortgage expert. What we've noticed is a lot of people moving out of state lately, especially out of California for different reasons, jobs, affordability. So I thought I'd bring on a real estate expert from the Phoenix area to talk about what it's like to move to Arizona. So today I have Amy Willaby on the line. We're excited to have you. Thanks for joining us, Amy.
Thank you so much for asking me to.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and your real estate expertise.
Started out, I got licensed in 1999 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Spent a couple of years selling in Utah, which was fabulous. You could sell a house and then go take a ride down the slopes. And then I came back to Phoenix, sold a couple more years in Phoenix, went to Dallas, sold for 5 years in Dallas, and now I've been back in the Phoenix, Arizona area for 13 years. So I've had my license about 21 years now.
Wow. So you are the expert when it comes to relocating.
Absolutely, man. I can pack a box and get you moved anywhere.
That's so great. So what can you tell us a little bit about Phoenix? What makes it unique?
Oh, Phoenix is an absolutely wonderful place to be, not only because of our weather, but because of our housing prices still compared to major metropolitan areas, the cleanliness of the city, the ease of our freeway systems, the natural beauty. There is so much to love about Phoenix. This is where you would want to move if you want to golf, if you want to hang out, if you have hobbies, you love to hike. Anything that you want to do outdoors or nature-wise, this is the place to be.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I know I've been to Phoenix a few times, and I absolutely love it. Plus, a lot of people are hesitant to move out of California into other states because of the weather. So, Phoenix, does it have a similar climate to California? I know it's more dry than it is humid.
It's more dry and it's a lot hotter. I mean, we are the desert. So when in the summer, our temperatures can go 110 to 115, but you acclimate really fast. And we also have the availability of going to Sedona within an hour and a half, Flagstaff in 2 hours. There's so many options for when it gets too hot to be able to get out of town, or 4.5 hours, you can be in LA and be in the beach. So it's a perfect location to enjoy the 9 months of beautiful weather. And then the 3 months that it's a little too hot, you have all kinds of options to be able to mitigate.
Yeah, that sounds really cool, especially because, you might miss the snow or you might miss, the water. So at least those options are still available and they're not too far.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the job industry out there. What's the main industries that people could look at as far as getting a job?
I actually did a little bit of research because it kind of depends on where you're at in Arizona. We actually have a lot of agricultural and mining jobs here, but not centrally in Phoenix. They're more on the outskirts of Phoenix. For the major industries here right in the city, it would be aerospace, electronics, semiconductor manufacturing, hospitality, resorts. Those would be our major industries. Yeah, and we're growing really fast. Amazon's put in several new plants. We have Intel. We have some of the huge manufacturing coming out of San Francisco and Northern California are relocating here.
Oh, that's great. So it seems like pretty much it's very well-rounded as far as being able to find a job. And, if you're just looking to move for the affordability factor,
Right.
Job is always the scariest part.
Yeah, gotta pay that mortgage.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get into real estate. Let's talk about the average price of a home. Most families, we hear it all the time. What does a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house cost? Maybe about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet.
Right. You could get one anywhere, depending on what part of Phoenix, between 280 and 300,000. Unfortunately, right now, due to our low inventory, that's our biggest segment. And it's a little difficult to find that housing right now because there's a lot of buyers in that price point. But you can still buy a home right at about 300,000 here. A nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot home.
Oh, that's great. That's a lot better than California.
Yeah, a lot better. That's why Californians are coming.
For sure. So what about real estate taxes? What do they usually run out in Phoenix?
If you're single, if you're I want to say like up to 159,000, it's about 4%. If you're up to 53,000, it's about 3.34. Of course, that's for a single person, so the income levels double. That's when the taxes are, different for married or filed of head of household. I pulled it up on smartasset.com. It said if you go beyond 159,000, then for a single person, it's 4.50%. So not terrible for our state income taxes. Property taxes are very low. So on an average, probably $300,000 house, you're probably going to look somewhere between $1,500 to $1,800 for your property taxes for a year, which is very low, especially in comparison to Texas or some of the other markets.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good real estate tax rate.
Yeah.
So it sounds like overall the cost of real estate seems pretty low. What about the cost of living, gasoline, groceries, things like that?
We get almost everything from California. So our gasoline is not quite as expensive as California, probably because we don't have the taxes on it as they do. Our cost of food on our index indicators, I think it said it was like if the average for the United States is 100%, we're 96. So we are, a little below the average. Our housing is a little more expensive in comparison to some areas that are our same size, but everything else in standard is pretty still low in comparison. Even like our vehicle registration, things like that is still comparatively pretty low.
Yeah, that's always nice to not pay $400 to register your vehicle.
Great.
Yeah. So then one last question, and this is more of a personal question, but what do you love personally about Phoenix?
I live in North Central Phoenix. And so my favorite part about living in North Central Phoenix is the environment. I love the fact that I can go hiking. I love the fact that I can go to Flagstaff. I have the art museum right downtown, which is 20 minutes away from me. We have the Heard Museum. We have incredible restaurants all over the city, always opening new ones. We have all kinds of events. We have the TPC, for golf enthusiasts. We have beautiful resorts. There is so much to do. You don't even need to be inside your house half the time because our weather's so beautiful. You can just be outside and enjoy Arizona to its fullest. Kayaking, just so many different things. So I love living here for the ability to just be able to enjoy where you live.
Yeah, it sounds like a great town. In fact, I should go visit again once we can travel.
Yeah, absolutely. You come visit me anytime.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amy. And let us know how we can get in touch with you. What's the best way?
I am always on my cell phone, so it's 602-403-3209 or at facebook.com/Amy Willoughby. I do have a website, but it's a little bit harder to put that up here. So we'll just say if you just go to facebook.com/Amy Willoughby, that's probably the best way.
Perfect. Thank you so much again. And
you.
if you are looking to move to the Phoenix area, you know who to contact. And let us know how we can help you with any real estate questions that you may have. I hope everyone has a good week. We'll talk soon.